Good morning and welcome to the Hobby Breakfast Show, Other Games October. We're back. It's me, Arnold. I'm joined once again by OT
Hello.
and Mare.
Hello.
And we are playing not Burrows and Badgers, but we are using Burrows and Badgers miniatures. We're just trying out a different game just to see whether we enjoy it slightly more to use our Burrows and Badgers with. So we're playing a game called Sword Weirdos, although I've rebranded it to Badger Weirdos because I've made some
Created an unholy hybrid.
Yeah, I've gone through and I've made some specific profiles for each animal, so that's how we're going to be playing it. It's actually kind of similar game in the mechanics. So both games use this system of different dice representing different strength and quality, and then it's a direct dice roll. The main difference, I would say, is one, Badger Weirdos, you roll 2 dice, so you get a slightly better average, slightly less swing, in theory. And the other main difference is Badger Weirdos is very rules light and stat tracking as little as possible, which is the opposite of Burrows and Badgers, which is very rules heavy and a lot of stat tracking. So you only have 4 stats for each model, for example, whilst Burrows and Badgers was like almost an RPG. It was like 8 or 9, 10 stats. Yeah. So we're just going to see how this rolls. If it's a bit smoother, we may end up just sort of using this with the models because we love the models. Just not so sure on the game sometimes, maybe.
Sometimes it feels a bit heavy.
Yeah.
And this might be a slightly more casual way. And also it has a really nice AI system.
Yeah, the little AI system's good. So we're going to be doing co-op, which is becoming a bit of a theme on the channel, given the release of this.
It's nice to be on the same team, isn't it?
So we've each picked two models. Mm-hmm. So Mare, do you want to take us through who you've got?
Yes, so I've got Guinevere here, who's the Badger. She's going to be our leader for this game. She's armed with a sword and shield. And I've also got this little mouse around here. We're just going to call her Lucy. She's got a little book and she's a healer. So they're a bit of a duo. We started off thinking, 25 points each, that's enough. It turns out Badger alone is 21 points, so I think we're at 100 points total, are we?
Yes, we're just under, but very little difference.
They're mine.
OT, do you want to take us through who you've got?
I've got Fists.
Of channel fame.
Of channel fame. Doesn't quite fit into the fantasy setting, but I quite like him. He's a martial artist. He has access to judo throw and some cool martial arts moves. I'll be using him. And then I've got Harry the Hunter.
Yeah, good name. Where did you come up with that from? So original.
He's a little mouse with a bow and nothing else. He's just going to be doing a lot of running around and shooting. But those are my 2 characters.
Yeah, and then finally I've got Sir Pawain the Brave, the Shrew Knight on Beetle.
Who nearly featured in 2 bat reps, except I never.
He's featured in 1 bat rep, the only Burrows and Badgers bat rep on the channel, actually.
Yeah.
And then I've also got, slightly irresponsibly, the mouse mother with her 2 children, who we're going to call Margot the Mouse.
She's the bard of.
She's actually a fool.
Yeah.
Because she's brought her children in.
Yeah.
I decided that her children count as a musical instrument, though. The crying will
inspire the warriors.
While she feebly tries to
run away.
So the AI system basically will spawn AI. We're going to have random reinforcements coming on. I haven't actually come up with an ending condition for the...
And we've got some objectives, haven't we? These boxes are objectives. The card in the middle is an objective.
The little boxes and the 2 chests and then the cart are objectives. We're going to say that the animals were sort of making their way. Their cart broke down, and then these rats they're trying to steal the
stuff that fell off.
Stuff
very explosively.
How the stuff fell off both in front and
they were
travelling
at speed.
Don't question it. Details. So you can see we've got some nefarious little rats and some other little vagabond creatures that they're friends with will be appearing as the game goes on. We'll explain a few of the rules when they come up. Like each weapon has like a little nifty thing that it can do, so it may be relevant, it may not. Sometimes it's just like a little modifier, so it may not be hugely relevant to the game. We'll see how it goes, and yeah, I think that's all we've got to say. Because we're playing co-op, everyone within 5 inches of our leader gets to go first, then the AI gets to go, then anyone who's not within 5 inches of our leader gets to go. And as we have all deployed, we're all going to get to go first, but obviously we're not going to be able to stay together, so then things will change. So we'll be back shortly. Bam, turn 1. We saw some action, we saw some pushing and shoving. Actually, the rats have defended
quite well.
Worryingly well.
Yeah.
So we've split our forces, perhaps unwisely because we won't get to go first if we're not within 5 inches of our leader.
Yeah.
But never mind. We've decided Badger and Ranger, we're going to come over here with the healer. And then we've got the Knight, the Martial Artist, and our, not healer, but buffer.
Yeah, ish.
Kind of over here.
Negligent parent.
Yeah, I don't know if that was a wise move or whether we should have just focused on one and defended the middle, but we've gone with it. We will have to make a tactical retreat if it goes poorly. Another rat arrived and we failed really to do any damage to any of them, so game on.
Yeah. We've now lost the initiative as well, haven't we? So only these two are going to get to go first automatically, and the rest will just have to.
The rest will go after the AI. So yeah, potentially not good for the hare.
No.
But we'll find out, won't we? Good. Right. Turn 2. Let's go.
It's all fucking kicked off.
Kablamo.
Despite our disadvantaged position, thanks to our terrible manoeuvring, we were able to clutch up. The mouse was able to resurrect the badger from being down on the floor. The badger charged in, but was unable to do anything to the mouse, unfortunately.
However, mouse archer, sniper shot, the other rat archer.
He is dead.
He is dead.
Red band means dead.
Headshot.
Headshot instantly. Then it really kicked off over this side.
So Pawain charged in, did his special manoeuvre with my 1 manoeuvre point in his turn to AoE all 3 rats, killed one, staggered one.
And knocked it, and did not
then
knock the other one.
What did Fist do?
Fists was able to move in. He judo through this mouse halfway across.
Yikes.
You really can chuck stuff a long way.
It's those big hair legs, isn't it? You just fucking kicked him.
And then, because he's quick, he was able to run over, and then while that guy was down, he was able to like elbow drop him while he was on the floor and finish him off.
Murder him.
So we have killed 3 out of our 5 opponents this turn and taken no damage in return. So it was a pretty good turn all in all. There will be more forces of evil coming, I'm sure.
Yeah, so we're going to roll now on camera to see what enemies respawn at the end of turn 2. So, oh dear.
That's quite a good one.
We're going to have 1d3 thugs/veterans. Yeah. It's big 3.
So you just killed 3.
You can always count
now 3 better models
on odds clutch rolling.
We'll be back to see where they spawn and to give our thoughts on how horribly we're going to die.
Yeah.
Right, so our 3 thugs are on the table. We've got Thug 1, the big albino rat. He's going to be using a brown rat rules. We've got Thug 2, a fox. Foxes and brown rats are significantly better than the black rats. And we've also got the fearsome wildcat with a 2-handed axe. Aye. He probably is going to kill someone.
So that's fine.
Yeah. Well, we'll be back. We'll be back after turn 2.
After a massive swing.
After all of them get to go before we do, because our fucking leader has no one next to them, next door to the
Apart from the mouse.
It's the only model which is left basically we can quite easily kill.
Are we saying the albino rat is the leader bad guy?
He is in many ways the leader bad guy,
Giving main character energy.
but that doesn't mean that people won't keep respawning if he dies. So yeah.
Right.
Turn 3 done. That the thugs be thugging, but we did repel them reasonably well.
We did.
So over here, the badger knocked down this rat with a little bit of help from the mouse, and then has swung over to deal with the rat. Mayor, what did you roll on your defense die?
I rolled a double 1. These are the dice from earlier.
Mayor, what magic power did you cast on your badger moments before rolling a double 1?
Re-rolling double 1.
Hooray!
So essentially, my badger came to here, and I thought, well, the rat will probably move over. He might attack me. I'll probably survive, and then I'll be able to fight him next turn. Then yeah, I rolled a double 1. If I hadn't had that, he'd have triple on me, which is a plus 2.
Yeah, so you'd have only needed an 8+ to kill
He
you.
might have just killed me, which is pretty terrifying. But fortunately, I rolled double 1s and not double 2s.
Hooray.
Fox came in and whacked the mouse. The mouse rolled double 6s in defense, so was able to dodge the attack this time. Then ran over, took an ineffectual shot at the wildcat.
Yeah, Wildcat is back here because Fists didn't throw him, just punched him so hard that he flew back. And then Ratty over here
was knocked
Sir
down.
Pawain did like a drive-by of his lance, just skewered him and then kept on going to take on Fox.
Yeah.
So this rat is also removed. But as with last time, as turn 4 begins, we're going to have to roll to see what new foes arrive. So let's see, live on camera, who it's going to be. 6.
That's not bad.
It's going to be just 1 minion or skirmisher.
Nice.
So we'll be alright. There we go. Should we see what board edge they come on whilst we're here? They're going to come over here. So another Ratty is going to enter on to replace the one that was killed earlier in the game. Cool. Right, we'll be back with some cool stuff to happen next turn. Wow. Christ. An explosive round. Rat brains splatter everywhere as the Shrew Knight comes in. Massive impact. We've realised that cavalry is really, really strong. And we're going to redesign the Shrew Knight to not be cavalry because obviously if you're on a massive horse or like magical beast, makes sense that they can just like splat everyone. Tiny little Shrew on a beetle, not so much. So my bad on the rules design there.
He's killed 4 of the enemies this game.
After the badger just thwarting the rat, throwing him over there, the rat coming back, and the badger coming over here, defending against the 2 rats.
The badger really has tanked.
And then this little guy just comes over, kills them both, and knocks the fox over.
Nice gallop then.
So good. And what happened over here?
Mousy came in, knocked the guy down, or like shoved him or something.
Somehow,
not the cat down.
Somehow this tiny little mouse tripped.
She deployed her children.
Yeah, her little toddlers like knelt behind and she pushed.
And then, benefiting from the knockdown, Fists climbed on top of the boxes, leapt down,
Punching down,
up, falling punch straight to the back of the head, knocked him out.
So yeah,
he's dead.
We roll
For the end.
to see if the game ends.
On a 5+.
Ends on a 5 up after round 4. It ends.
It ends.
So models been
Just as well we put him on there.
models been half a stick of the objective. So we've got 2, and they've got 1, and we've got 2, and no one's got that one. So it's our
an
win.
easy fucking win.
2-0.
We've reclaimed our stuff.
That fell off the wagon.
Yeah. And we've defeated the evil rats, but fucking Raticus
Lives to fight another
he
day.
lives to fight another day.
He
The
will not
albino
not
rats.
forget this quickly.
And he scuttles off. There we go. How do we find Sword Weirdos?
It's good fun.
Good fun.
It's good fun. Need to bounce the Shrew Knight because my fucking
Yeah.
god. But yeah, apart from that, it's good.
Better than Burrows and Badgers? Question mark?
It's better for a one-off game.
Yeah.
I'd be interested to know what the sort of campaign potential is because the part I really enjoy about Burrows and Badgers is between games.
Yeah.
And obviously, I don't know how much that factors
Well,
into this.
what I think might be really fun is for co-op, there are rules for a dungeon crawl. So we might not do it Burrows and Badgers models, but I think a little dungeon crawl using Sword Weirdos might be where we take this. And I think for just little fun games, I'm definitely more keen to use this. Because, I mean, it would have taken us probably the amount of time to set up a game of Burrows and Badgers as it did to play this, just because of all of the like stat tracking. We need everything to be like written down. Like
I was thinking this morning, we obviously planned to do something Burrows and Badgers-y.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh god, we
The
have to make a
dread.
bloody old presentation with every single character.
So I do think that this is for me a bit nicer and less daunting a challenge. So there we go. Sword Weirdos, Badger Weirdos. I might have thrown in the custom rules in the
description.
I might not have done. If you want the custom rules, let me know, and then I will. But otherwise,
the very niche people who already play Burrows and Badgers.
People who own anthropomorphic animals and don't want to play Burrows and Badgers. That like Venn diagram of us and one other person. There you go. We'll be reviewing what we think of Sword Weirdos. Yeah, we'll be reviewing Sword Weirdos in the pod at the end of this month. So come back for more thoughts. Bye from me and bye from the other two.
Bye.
Bye.